Hi everyone, today I'm back at the River La Tête on a different location. I saw it in Google Maps, but it's mostly rock and I can't really reach the water safely. I will try, of course. You can hear the water already in the background. I don't want to fall here. At the bridge. They've made something here to, I think, break the water flow, or I don't know really. And all the way back there, I can't really reach the water. I've tried, I've already walked over there. So my plan here today is to, the river gets really high also here. You can see all these spots of sand and gravel between the rocks. So I'm going to get my pen and see what kind of material I can find between the rocks, and I will try to get water from this point, maybe in a bucket, and to see if I can find any gold trapped here in the rocks. Okay, I'll be right back. So I've looked around, I've chosen this spot. Big rocks, few big rocks here. And there, some smaller rocks jammed in there, and also it's a little bit down, so everything should be catching in here. So I am going to remove the rocks and see what kind of material is underneath the sand, and I will pan a few things. No clue, no idea what that is. Oh, a few ants. Okay. So I'll be filming it to show you guys what I will see. So I'm going to do it with one hand. So there were a few rocks jammed in this. You can see the material. So I'll be putting this in my pan to see what this holds. The ground is getting a little bit darker here. Okay, I'll pan this out and see if anything is in there, and if there is, I will show it to you. So I'm done with the first pan, and I already found, there wasn't any gold in it, but I did find a small, I think a shotgun pellet. So that's a good sign that the location I'm digging right now is catching some heavy things. So hopefully the next pan, the next few pans will result in some gold pieces. It's a good start. So So I've removed the big rock that was in there. There's some clay looking material. It's really hard packed. Tough to get through with my shovel and little scoop. So I have a lot of that material in this pan, leaving my second pan. I'm going to pan it out now and I'll show you guys what's the result. So here's a little bit of access point to the river, still close to the bridge, where I can reach the water to do some panning. You can see how silky the material is, so like a lot of sand, and makes the water really dirty really fast. So I'm glad I'm in the river. Continuous supply of clear water. Okay, I've noticed some clay trapped in there, some pieces. That's usually a good sign for gold trapping, but I have to use both hands to break the clay up and get all the material loose. So I'll be back when I'm almost finished with the pan. So there wasn't any gold in that pan. There was a little black sand, but the clay was really tough to break through with my hands and break it up. It took a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of time. I'm on holiday in France with my family. Back over there playing. So I did notice when I was panning, first of all, how nice the water feels. It's not too cold, not too hot. But secondly, there's also seems to be some material here right near me on the water. So I am going to get my kitchen strainer, my shovel and my pan, and I'm going to see if I can find some gold in the river. So I'm at the spot where I want to be. Really difficult with one hand, everything. Yeah, so here's the pan. I will put a rock in there. See, big rock. Here's the pan sink. So now my pan is on the water, and it's easier for me. You guys can't really see anything. Kitchen strainer's in the way. But what I have done is I've put a big rock inside the pan to make it sink to the bottom. It doesn't float away. And now I can, with one hand, get some material to the classifier. I hope. Okay, this is far from ideal. I'm just doing the beginning to show what I'm doing exactly. Oh, also clay. Look at that. It's really difficult to break apart in a pan. It's just my hand. I'm gonna lift some rocks up, see if there's some loose material underneath it. And if there is, I will show you guys, because this is very hard to pan for me. Every scoop I get is clay, clay, clay. Usually a good sign, but not if you're alone and not a lot of time. So I'll try to get some material in my pan, and I will be back to show you guys what's inside. Okay, so I'm done classifying this material from this pot here. This is what I'm left with in the pan. It's a lot of work for a little bit of material, but I am going to pan it out and see if there's anything in it. I think there's still a lot of pieces of clay left. It went through the classifier. So let's see if there's anything in it. A little bit of black sand, but no gold. Where's that a piece of gold? No, there's no gold in this pan. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Dig a little bit deeper to see if I can find anything. There's something heavy there. It looks a little bit like silver color, but I think it's just a piece of metal. Okay, so 3 pans. The first pan had a small shotgun pellet, and the other 2 pans, besides some black sand, had nothing in it. So I'm going to continue digging some material. Okay, I'm done with my second pan material. After the panning, not on camera because it goes a lot faster. But now this is what I'm left with, my second pan from this hole. And I'm going to, there was a bug on my leg, see with you guys if there's any gold in it. I really hope so. And actually I do have a piece of gold. It's right above the bigger piece. I think you can see this little speck. I can't point it out really. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. So it's above the big thing in the center of the screen. There's a tiny little speck of gold. So my first piece of gold at this location, River La Tête in France. So I'm back at my first spot where I found a shotgun pellet. Let's see if I can remove this rock. Yeah. Again, the clay is kind of the reason why I moved to the water. Okay, I have the pan almost full. I'm going to collect some little more, use my two hands, and I will pan it out and show you the result. So I'm back with my last pan for today and probably also this holiday. I've already checked it. I don't think there's anything in it. I'll show you guys. Some black sand, but maybe some tiny specks. Fly poop at the most. So that was the prospecting for this spot. Beautiful spot, really, by the water. But if you are in this area and you're looking for a place to prospect to find some gold, I would definitely recommend the first spot. Not only did it have much more gold, it was also a lot more material. I didn't film that, it's a shame, but there was a lot of material. The river was, I think, a tenth of the normal size. And there's also no clay at the spot where I found gold. That makes the prospecting a lot easier, I can tell you. So I'm going to end this video